Good afternoon, sports fans, and welcome to Northern Burlington County Regional High School. I am Mr. James Dowd. I am joined with broadcasting alum, Mr. Logan Stewart, and we are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, December 19th, 2024, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Holy Cross Crusaders, and which should be a great local matchup. Thanks for coming out with us here tonight, Logan.
Thanks, Mr. Dowd. Pleasure to be here and back at the farm. Coming into this game for Northern, this is their second game this season, so let's see what they got.
Northern comes into this game. They are currently 1-0. They're coming off a big win versus Lindenwold in their last game. We'll get into that momentarily. And they are led by head coach Mr. Gene Darling. Meanwhile, Holy Cross is led by Mr. Marcus Bullock in his second year as a head coach, and he's looking to get this team fired up, and this should be a great local matchup. And lots of friends, family, community members here on hand at the farm.
And what a great turnout we have here tonight at the farm.
Tony Kelly, very talented senior guard here for Holy Cross Prep at the line, looking to put the first couple of points on the board. We are coming off some very, very exciting action here at Northern as the winter sports season is underway. We are a half a day away now tomorrow from our winter break. So wishing everybody a happy, safe, and secure holiday. We had some wonderful performances at the high school and the middle school these past 2 weeks with our middle school band and chorus concerts. Actually, we had the chorus concert last night, which was a wonderful turnout, and we encourage our viewers to check that out on Northern TV. But we've got a great game here and a great turnout, as always, here at Northern.
It's a great play there for Northern.
Certainly was, Bud. And as we look back on last game, as I stated, Northern got a big win in their opener. Got some great play from players like Kenny Uligy, Eric Torres, Rowan Boyce, Tarun Aravan, and others. And this team always hustles on defense. We just saw a great steal there. And they're looking to get a big win here now in front of our home crowd. Now, Holy Cross, they've got a really talented squad too. And I'd be remiss not to mention their standout player, Mr. Manny Doku, who is quite the player. And he's really improved from last year. The Crusaders were 15-14 last year under Marcus Bullock, as we stated. This is his second year. But I'd look for Manny Doku, their center, to make some big time plays in the paint against the Hounds. So, Holy Cross here at the line. Logan looking to expand on this lead. Still, anybody's game, still very, very early in the first quarter. It's going to sink that one. So now the Crusaders are up 2-0. For those who don't know, Holy Cross is a private Catholic school approximately 10 miles away from Northern. Looks like that one's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be inbounded by the Crusaders. But these are two local teams who very often play each other, and anytime Northern plays any local competition, it's always a great matchup. That's a great three-point attempt there. And we've got quite the matchup here. And Northern's going to go now in transition. They're going to run the floor. Three-pointer. And the Hounds are going to take the lead. So big-time shot there by the Greyhounds. Currently up 3-2 in this one. And Holy Cross is going to shoot a three and make it. And it looks like we're going to get a foul call here. Looks like a technical against Holy Cross. Not sure what was said there, Logan, but Northern's going to get two free throws. Go to the line. The three-pointer is going to count, but Northern's going to get possession and 2 free throws to try to tie the game up here in this one. So very early on. That first one's off the mark. But still, 5-3. And for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, December 19th. That one's going to be off the mark as well, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Holy Cross Crusaders. And it's really been a tight matchup here. Northern just missed 2 free throws, but still get the possession and have a chance here now to tie the game. That one's going to go out of bounds, and Northern's going to retain possession. Holy Cross just got a technical foul called on one of their players, and Northern's now here with possession, looking to tie this one up. And great shot attempt there, off the mark. And Holy Cross is running now in possession with the ball. So we'll see what they can do. Northern still fighting for every possession. 3-point attempt off the mark. Northern with the ball again. And so this has really been a shooter's game so far here, Logan. A lot of shots from the 3-point line, a lot of shots from the arc. There's another one. That one's off the mark. Great rebound attempt. And looks like we're going to get a foul call there. Or perhaps a travel. My mistake. And we have just under 4 minutes and 46 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And we've got a great turnout. As I stated, we are a half day now, tomorrow, from our winter break. Great shot attempt there, and that's off the mark by Holy Cross. Oh, great save. And it looks like that was going to be out of bounds. So Northern's going to get possession. But as I was stating, great turnout here as we head into our winter break here at Northern. A lot of exciting things happening with our middle school band and high school band and chorus. Northern TV just came off some really, really exciting concerts. You can check those out on Northern TV, as I stated previously. And looking to get a big win. Big shot off the mark. And great rebound there by Holy Cross. So these teams have really been relying on their outside shooting thus far in this one.
This is going to be a big-time play. What a great call and design by the offense.
And obviously, we've been talking a lot about this game, the Hounds and the Crusaders here of Holy Cross. But, Logan, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about you and your time and experience here at Northern Burlington?
Yeah, so during my time at Northern, I participated in the video production club. I hosted a sports show, Sports Desk, for 4 years. I also did all the commentating like I'm doing now, and I was also part of the bowling team and the golf team at Northern as well. I enjoyed my time greatly with that. After high school, I went to RCBC for 2 years, and now I'm in my junior year in college, finishing out at Rowan University. Just started this fall, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. I hope to become a sports broadcaster or have a job related in the field in the future.
Well, all of us here, Bud, are rooting for you, obviously, and you did a great job when you were here hosting Northern Sports Desk. Did a great job giving all of our athletes and coaches and community members info on all of our favorite sports teams. And I've seen some of your segments at Rowan with your sports, and you've been doing a great job doing some field reporting and some electronic field production there. And also, you have an internship with the Delaware Blue Hens. We talked about that, and that's for those who don't know, the Philadelphia 76ers G League team, and you do radio and production for them. So that's an awesome opportunity, buddy. So we're all rooting for you, and we hope to hear you announcing all of our local teams in the near future. So still got a close one here at the farm. Still anybody's game. And again, for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd, video production teacher, and I'm joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Logan Stewart. We are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, December 19th, 2024, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on Holy Cross in what's really been a tight matchup here thus far. Holy Cross in the lead, but still anybody's game, still early in this one. And Northern currently 1-0 on the season. This is Holy Cross's opener for the season. So I'm sure they'd like nothing more than to come in here and get a big road win to open their season. And I'm sure head coach Mr. Gene Darling would love to get the Hounds off to a 2-0 start. So we'll see what can go on from here.
And what a play by...
You're right, buddy. And now Holy Cross is going to go to the line trying to increase on this lead. Still only a 4-point game. And we'll see what the Hounds can do here after this possession. That one's going to go in. So now Holy Cross is up 10-5. But again, so very, very early in this one. And so very, very early in this winter sports season. He's going to sink both. So credit to Holy Cross there for now expanding this to a 2-possession game. And we've got a lot of excitement here at Northern, and we have a lot of teams playing. And if we get some score updates, we'll be more than happy to provide that to our viewers here. But we'll see if Northern can close the gap with a few minutes left here in the first quarter. Fancy spin move there, and that's going to be a turnover. And Crusaders going to run the floor. Big 3-point attempt. Off the mark. And now Northern's got numbers. So they're going to slow it down a little bit here. And we'll see what they have in store. Northern has really been relying on their outside shooting in this one. And it's still very close here with the game only in the first quarter. 6-point game. Looks like a little confusion there under the basket. And we got a timeout here. So 11-5 here in the first quarter. We're going to pick back up here. And again, for those tuning in, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum, Mr. Logan Stewart, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on Holy Cross. And really been a contentious matchup here, and looks like we're going to get a call out of bounds. And there is just over a minute to play here. Great turnout, friends, family, community members here at the farm. And as I stated previously, we are a half day away now, tomorrow, from our winter break. So want to wish everybody a happy holiday. And Northern's trying to get a big win here as we head into that break. Doing a great job spreading the ball here, Logan, but some of their outside shooting has just not fallen for them. And as I say that, that one goes off the mark. So Holy Cross is going to get a chance here now to expand the lead. And we'll see what the Crusaders can do. Looks like they're going to look for a shot here before the end of the quarter. Going interior, but a great steal there by the Hounds, and they're running in transition.
It's a great play there for Northern.
Looks like the possession's going to go to Holy Cross. They may have one more chance here to expand on the lead before the end of the quarter. Still, 2-possession game. So, Hounds down, but certainly not out. And anybody's game here. And as I stated, great turnout here. Friends, family, community members rooting for our Hounds. And we'll see what the Crusaders can do here as we wrap up the first quarter. So looking for maybe the last shot here of the quarter. And he's going to take a 3-pointer. And that's going to go. Wow, big shot there by Holy Cross. And that might be the last shot of the quarter. Northern throws one up there, and that's going to end it. So at the end of one, Holy Cross is up 14-5 as we head into the second quarter. So as we enter the second quarter, Northern down, but certainly not out. Holy Cross has done a great job attacking the rim and And that was a thunderous dunk by Goku. But as I was saying, Holy Cross has done a great job fighting for loose balls and rebounds. Northern has not knocked down too many outside shots. They are currently 1 for 4 from beyond the arc, and they've had their hands full in the paint with, as I said earlier, standout Manny Doku, who stands at 6'5", and he's really the interior presence for Holy Cross. And as I stated, last year he came into the season playing well. He also plays football for the Crusaders. Averaged about 16 points a game and 10 boards last year to go along with a block a game, and he's really been making his presence felt thus far against the Hounds. But still, lots of action left here. Now, Holy Cross, for those who don't know, are in a different division than the Greyhounds. One is in the Liberty division, while the other one is in the Patriot division. So as we look ahead at the schedule, as I was saying, no rest for the Hounds. They have a game coming up versus Pennsauken. That game's actually going to be tomorrow. Meanwhile, Holy Cross has a game after the holiday break. Their next game is on the 2nd. So, lots of exciting action here left in this one. I want to thank broadcasting alum Mr. Logan Stewart for his contribution in the first quarter. Always a pleasure to announce with him. And we're looking to have maybe another special guest announcer in the second half. But Northern currently down by 14 in this one. Moving the ball around. 3-point attempt. Off the mark. Great rebound there by the Crusaders. And we've got a great turnout. I want to thank our cheerleaders for keeping our crowd fired up. Turnover there. And the Hounds have numbers. And they're going to put that one back up. Getting some other scores in now. Our boys bowling team fell at Pennsauken Tech, but got great contributions from some of their standouts, including players like Matt Sprague, Jaden Lopez, Tyler Durberbin, and Aiden Berger. Our girls basketball team is actually taking on Holy Cross as well. That game is away at Holy Cross. They lost a nail-biter 39-32, but they got some great contributions from players like Joe Watson, in addition to Michaela Brammer, Olivia Frick, Emily Rosario, and Rayanne Farage. So wishing them the best of luck. That team is currently 0-1 on the season, but lots of exciting action left. In addition to the teams I mentioned, we also have a very competitive boys and girls swim team. Our winter track team is always competitive in their meets. In addition, we have our boys wrestling team, and they are led by head coach Mr. Wayne Stinson, who did a great job with the team, was actually coach of the year last year for Northern Burlington, and was a former state champ here at Northern. I know Coach Stinson very well, and I know the team and the boys are very, very excited. Northern TV looks to be on hand, hopefully for a wrestling match later this season, as well as a girls basketball game later this season. So lots of exciting athletics coming up here in January for Northern Burlington, and we are actually wrapping up our second marking period at the end of January. So the year is almost half over. Can't believe it. And we're looking for 2025 to be a great year for Northern, both on the courts and off the courts and in the classroom. And despite the boys being down here in this one by quite a bit, still anybody's game, still so very early, only in the second quarter. And again, for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I am here live at the farm. It is Thursday, December 19th, 2024, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds are taking on the Holy Cross Crusaders. And what's really been a close matchup. Holy Cross has had Northern's number last few years, winning the last 4, but still anybody's game. Battle for the loose ball there, and been talking a lot about the teams here on the court and obviously our winter sports teams, but we're coming off a very, very exciting fall sports season as well. Our girls volleyball team had a competitive season going 9-14, defeating local rivals Burlington Township, RV, Pennsauken. Northern TV was on hand for their senior night, so it was a big win for our girls. Our football team was 4-5. They won the Commander's Cup, defeating Pemberton, as well as other teams like Morristown, Cinnaminson. Coach Jewel Dolce does a great job with that team. Our boys soccer team was 10-6-1, defeated local rivals Burlington Township, Bordentown, and Holy Cross. So I'm sure the Crusaders would like to get a win here on behalf of their school. Girls soccer, 5-11 this year. Got big wins versus Cinnaminson, Bordentown, and Mapleshade. So congrats to the girls and Coach Yesner. In addition, our girls tennis team, which is always highly competitive, defeated teams like Palmyra, Burlington Township, RV, finished their regular season 7-5. So congrats to Coach Tomasetti and the girls for another great season. Our cross-country team was highly competitive in the Cherokee Challenge, the Meet of Champions. Our girls cross-country team, in fact, was division champions, and they're led by Miss Lily Gordon. Field hockey team, led by Coach Andrula, finished 12-4-2, defeating local rivals Cinnaminson and Cherry Hill East. They were also division champs, so congratulations to those ladies. And obviously our cheerleaders and our marching band did a great job keeping all of our teams fired up. And so still a lot of excitement left in this winter sports season and a lot of excitement left in this one. And that's a big-time three-pointer for the Hounds. Now, single-digit lead here for Holy Cross, up by 7 in this second quarter. And we'll see what their coaches have drawn up here. They've been highly aggressive and thought that was going to be a turnover, and it is. The Hounds have possession now, looking to cut the lead to 5. So no quitting these Hounds. 3-point attempt off the mark, off the front rim. Great rebound there by Manny Doku, who's been doing a great job for the Crusaders. And still anybody's game. Drive to the basket. Great move there by Holy Cross. Pump fake and sends that one in. So now their lead is now back up to 9. But Northern has some sharpshooters. I'm sure they can get back into this one. Big 3-point attempt off the rim. Northern gets their own rebound. I'll tell you what, the Hounds have been doing a great job getting the offensive boards, but their outside shot has just not been falling here today. Hopefully they'll have some better luck here moving forward. And that is going to be a turnover. Looked like Holy Cross got that one. Not sure if the foot was on the line. And Holy Cross is going to inbound. Looks like that one was out on the Greyhounds. So still plenty of action left here in this one. And Crusaders are looking to expand on the lead. Currently up by 9. They've been getting some big-time play from Mr. Manny Doku, as I stated, standout. Great rebound there by the Crusaders. He stands at 6'5", and has just been all over the glass. Quick putback attempt there. It looks like a foul call. But can't say enough about the turnout here at the farm today. You can see the home stands are packed. We are, as I stated previously, a half day away now tomorrow from the holiday break. So I want to wish everybody a happy holiday. And Holy Cross is going to go to the line here, up by 9. And he's going to sink the first one. And Doku's been doing a great job leading the Crusaders in this one thus far. He's going to sink both here in the second quarter, but our crowd keeping our boys motivated. Still, plenty of time left here with a little over 2 minutes left. That's a turnover there by the Hounds. Thought we were going to get a backcourt violation. Dribble drive penetration. Great lay in there. And they're going to expand their lead. So all the momentum now on the side of the Crusaders as this second quarter is winding down. Northern down, but certainly not out. And as I stated, Coach Darling and the assistant coaches, Mr. Moss, Mr. Westerberg, do a great job. 3-point attempt. And he's going to sink that one. So great shot now. Northern only down by 10. And they've certainly been doing a much better job in the second quarter. And just as I say that, Holy Cross sinks their own three-pointer to expand this to a 13-point game. So Northern got right back into it. Great shot attempt there. Off the mark. Holy Cross running in transition. Looks like that was out of bounds. Northern gets the turnover. And so now you just got to play some smart basketball here as this second quarter is winding down. You don't want to give Holy Cross the chance to expand on their lead. You want to hopefully get a bucket or two. 3-point attempt off the rim. That was a good rebound there. And Crusaders are running. And another shot off the mark, but great hustle play there by Holy Cross. That was number 3. And he got the putback there. So now a 15-point game as the clock is winding down. 45 seconds. Turnover there by the Hounds. Holy Cross going to put that one up. Looks like a foul. They're going to go to the line. And just when we thought the Hounds were back in this one, Holy Cross gets possession. My apologies. It looks like that was out of bounds on the Crusaders. So under 40 seconds to play here in this one. Northern down by 15, but hopefully can get a bucket or two, 3-point attempt. And he's going to sink that one. So certainly I've been doing a much better job from downtown in this quarter. As I stated, they shot 25% in the first quarter, but have done a great job here. Now the clock is winding down. Northern down by 12. Hopefully can make a big stop here and only go into the half down by that. And Doku with the ball. 3-point attempt. Off the mark. Great play. Northern running in transition. Shot at the buzzer is going to go off. So at halftime, the Holy Cross Crusaders lead the Northern Burlington Greyhounds 32-20, and we're going to pick back up here in the second half. Joining me now is middle school teacher, Mr. Tyler Kay, and former broadcasting alum, former host of Northern Sports Desk. Pleasure to do this with you, TK. You're currently a teacher and coach at our middle school, so I want to thank you for coming out here and supporting our Hounds.
I'm looking forward to an exciting matchup here today, Jimbo.
And we've certainly got one so far here, TK. Real nail-biter.
Nice strong pick there.
That one's off the mark, but fighting for the rebound here. Hounds got the offensive rebound, and it looks like stepped out of bounds. So Holy Cross is going to get possession. Now, I know, TK, you were an athlete here, playing a variety of sports, football, basketball, tennis. So really looking forward to your insight in this one. I understand you're also a coach now at the middle school, so you've seen it from both perspectives. And that's going to be a steal for the Hounds, and they're going to get an easy 2 points.
It's a mental mistake, Jimbo. You got to be smarter than that. I always say this is just as much a mental game as it is a physical game, and usually the smarter team's going to win.
Totally agree, bud. And Northern just took advantage of that possession. Shot attempt there off the mark. I'll tell you what, these guys are just going up and down the court. There's been no slow in the gameplay so far.
It takes a lot of athletic ability to do that all game long.
So Northern down by 12. And for those tuning in, once again, I am Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by Mr. Tyler Kay. We are here live at the farm. It is the third quarter with just under 6.5 minutes left to play as Northern Burlington takes on the Holy Cross Crusaders. And the Crusaders have just been swarming on defense.
It was definitely a team effort there. You can tell they're definitely a very well-coached team.
As I stated, Coach Marcus Bullock is doing a great job so far. This team was 15-14 last year, as stated. And the Hounds are coming off a really big win versus Lindenwold. So You could tell Holy Cross came into this one fired up. They're looking to get a big win. Greyhounds looking to get a big win in front of our packed house here at the farm. But really having a difficult time finding the net. So we'll see what happens on this one. Interior.
Nice play by the defenders.
That was TK. That was a great block. That looks like that was Manny Doku, the standout for Holy Cross. Holy Cross is going to sink that one, expand the lead to 15. Their bench is fired up. And we'll see if the Greyhounds can chip away here at this 15-point lead. Good look. Just off the rim. And Holy Cross is off to the races, and they are running in transition. 3-point attempt. That was a great heads-up play there by Holy Cross and a big-time foul.
Boom, he's down. Oh, and that's a big hit. He's going to feel that one in the morning.
Game so far. Certainly nothing malicious there, just some tough basketball. So props to Holy Cross. Mr. Jordan Owens going to the line here to expand the lead. And Northern's going to get the rebound. But as I was stating, and as you know, TK, as a former athlete and coach yourself, a physical game, you're going to get some contact. And so that was a clean foul. It was a hard foul, but it was a clean foul. And sometimes in the heat of the moment and the speed of the game, things look a little harder than they actually are. But credit to Holy Cross and to now with the turnover. So running again in transition. They're going to dump it underneath. Fighting for a loose ball, and it looks like Crusaders going to go to the line here to shoot. So at the line is senior Mr. Tony Kelly, very talented upperclassman. Number 21, looking to enhance the lead. That one's just going to rim out. But nevertheless, Crusaders in the lead. Northern down but not out, as we stated. And he's going to sink the second one. So now it's 40-22, TK. This one's starting a little bit to get away from the Hounds, but still plenty of action to play. And a turnover, and it looks like Doku's going to go up, and that was a nice, looked like a clean strip, but they're going to call a foul. So Doku's going to go to the line. As I stated, had a great season last year, 16 points per game, 10 rebounds. He's been leading Holy Cross here today. Had a big dunk earlier in the game. And going to try to enhance the lead here as this third quarter is now just a few minutes away from being over. But can't say enough about the turnout here at the farm. It's been a very, very festive couple of weeks here as we head into the winter break. That one's off the mark. We've had some great days leading up to our holiday break with theme days and dress-up days, and can't say enough about the students and staff participating. Doku's going to miss that one. And looks like a turnover, and the Crusaders are going to have numbers. And it looks like an out of bounds. So we'll see what the Crusaders can draw up here as they inbound the ball. Up big in this one. Looking to get a 20-point lead here.
Wow, great play by Northern there.
That was a good stop by Northern. Looked like they were going for an alley-oop there with Doku, but great defensive presence from the Hounds. Tell you what, being down this many points is not easy, but there's no quitting them. And I know this home crowd is fired up for a play like that. So hopefully the Hounds will have some more success with their outside shooting and can get back into this one as they move the ball around. Holy Cross is claiming it's their possession, but we'll see what the referees rule here. Looks like Northern's going to get the inbound and swing it around back up towards the top of the key and see what they can do. Great play attempt. It looked like they're going to call Northern for travel. Didn't look like he took more than 2.5 steps, but nonetheless, quick sub here for Holy Cross. Trying to get some fresh legs in the game as we wind down this third quarter. So all the credit in the world to the Crusaders so far through 3. Big shot attempt there by Northern, off the mark, but tell you what, they've been doing a great job fighting for every loose ball and rebound, the Hounds have. And just because they're down doesn't mean they're going to quit. And so it's good to see. That's the sign of a passionate team, a well-coached team. And we'll see what the Hounds can do here as they inbound the ball down by quite a bit. But looks like they're going to three-point attempt.
Oh, what a nice play.
Absolutely, TK. That looked actually like a long two, but great shot. Great shot. Credit to that young man for making that one. Want to take a moment here also to thank our sponsor, Canon, manufacturer of great electronic products. This game is being filmed with Canon cameras, so I want to thank them for their contribution. If any of our viewers are interested in any sponsorship opportunities, you can email us, northerntv@nburlington.com, for all kinds of ways to keep our viewers plugged in. And if I'm Holy Cross at this point, I'm just trying to wind the clock down, get to the fourth quarter. If I'm the Greyhounds, I want to stay aggressive on defense, try to capitalize on steals. Doku with a shot.
And boom, goes the dynamite.
That was a smooth shot, buddy, and we've seen a lot of his game in the interior in the paint today, and credit to him for that jump shot. But Northern back. 18-footers off the mark. Fighting for the rebound. We'll see which way the possession goes here, and Holy Cross is going to inbound now. So with about 1 quarter left, TK, Hounds down, but certainly not out, but have their work cut out for them.
Well, there's still a lot of season left. Hopefully the Greyhounds will be able to bounce back.
Three-pointer off the mark. Good rebound there by Northern.
Great community turnout today. You can just tell how these fans, they love Northern.
And you say that as a former Hound yourself, bud.
Now, believe it or not, I did. I went to Northern myself, and in my time as a Greyhound, I was always very involved with Northern athletics. Played pretty much every sport I could: basketball, tennis, lacrosse, football. It was really important to me to be involved and try a little bit of everything, because it's one of those things, you know, once you're out of high school, those athletic opportunities, they aren't always there. So it's important for these kids to take advantage of that while they can.
And now you're on the other side of the desk, so very unique situation there.
Yeah, I'm now back teaching at Northern. I've been here for 5 years now, and in that time I've had the great opportunity to coach at the middle school level, coaching soccer, basketball, and lacrosse. It's great to be back involved with Northern athletics.
And our athletic department has certainly grown since your time here at TK. That's a credit to our athletic director, Dr. Dan Uzaki. Does a great job. We have a girls wrestling team this year. It's the fastest growing sport in the U.S. We also have, since your time here at TK, a boys volleyball team. I know you would have loved to get on the court for that.
Now, believe it or not, when I was a student here at Northern myself, there was no boys volleyball team. It was added a couple years after I graduated. And it's just so great that kids these days, you know, they have these opportunities. Because I tell you, I would have loved to be able to get out there, play a little volleyball back in my day. I don't know if I would have been the best. Doesn't necessarily meet my skill set, but I definitely would have gave it a go. I can promise you that.
In my time knowing you, bud, for sure, I definitely believe that. So what do you think about this Greyhounds basketball team right now?
When you look at this Northern team, you just look at these players, they really do have so many of the skills that you look for in an elite volleyball player. You know, great stamina. They got strong legs for that high vertical leap. But a big thing that you see with them that you don't see with every team is really good pivoting skills. They're quick, they're agile, they move very well on the court, and that honestly is a big difference maker when it comes to kind of a good volleyball team and an elite volleyball team.
It was well said, TK. And previously you had mentioned not just the physical aspect of the game, but the mental aspect of the game and the ability to work well with your teammates.
You just watch those Greyhounds out there. You watch the way they communicate, talking to each other during each point. It really makes a huge difference. The last thing in the world you want is two guys going for the same ball, having some type of miscommunication, some type of mix-up. When you can, speak to each other, really let everyone know where they need to be, it goes such a long way into finishing off great plays out there on the court.
Absolutely, bud. So about 45 seconds left to play in this one. Hopefully the Hounds can get another bucket or two. Try to get back in this one. But I'll tell you what, we still have a fired up crowd. You can see home stands are packed. And again, we are a half day away from our winter break. So want to wish, again, everyone a healthy and happy holiday. Our kids have been doing a great job, not just on the courts or on the fields, but in the classroom, working really hard. And we're looking to head into 2025 with some really high expectations for all of our students at the high school and the middle school. Little dribble drive penetration there. Not sure if the basket's going to count, but that was a nice move there. And Holy Cross is going to go to the line. And this is Jordan Owens. We saw him shoot previously in this one. So number 11 here for the Crusaders. Looking to expand on this lead. And he sinks the first one. So still a little bit of action left here in the third quarter, and we have an entire fourth quarter left to play in this one. We'll keep our viewers up to date with all of the exciting happenings for all of our teams upcoming. And this one is winding down. So Holy Cross is trapping. They really have done a great job defensively here. 3-point attempt off the mark, and now it looks like they have maybe 1-2 possessions tops left here in this one before the end of the third. And he's going to sink that one interior. Goku with the easy 2 points. And this one's winding down. Three-point attempt.
Look at that crowd. You can tell, they get pumped up for a big play like that.
Absolutely, TK, and that was a big-time shot. Cut the gap there, but they're going to drive in. Great putback. Just beats the clock. So after 3, Holy Cross leads Northern 50-27. So heading into the fourth quarter, once again, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by Mr. Tyler Kay, middle school teacher, former Northern alum, former Northern athlete, and now a coach at the middle school. So thanks, TK, once again for joining us. Want to thank Mr. Logan Stewart for his contribution earlier in the game. Also want to thank our sponsor, Canon, manufacturer of great electronic equipment. This game is being filmed with Canon cameras, so once again, thank you, Canon, for your cooperation and sponsorship. Still, lots of game left to play, but Northern has their work cut out for them here, TK, in the fourth quarter.
Oh, what a nice play.
Certainly was. Holy Cross had a player right there in the paint, and just a nice pass and enhances the lead here. Now you can catch this game on Northern TV's YouTube channel You can also check out some of our really exciting fall events, including our recent NHS induction, as I mentioned, our middle school band and chorus concerts, our high school band and chorus concerts, our flagship show, The Northern News, hosted by Miss Paige Zuzio. And you can check out some really exciting things from last year. And so stay tuned to Northern TV for all the exciting action. And once again, if any of our viewers are looking for any sponsorship opportunities, you can email us, northerntv@nburlington.com, to find out all kinds of ways to keep our audience informed, educated, and up to date with all the exciting Northern action. So this game, far from over. Northern definitely down in this one, TK. Not the result that we were expecting, but nevertheless, great to see the turnout here, the support for our Hounds. Our boys can grow on this learning experience and move on. And as I stated, they have another game tomorrow. So lots of excitement here. Last year, the boys were 6-18, uncharacteristic of them. They're usually very, very competitive. And they got some big wins versus some local teams last year. As I look at the roster, this is a very relatively young squad. And we've got quite a few juniors, only a couple of seniors, and as I stated, had a competitive season last year with big wins over teams like Doane Academy, Pennsauken, Steiner, Burlington City was a big win. They actually got a big win in a consolation game versus Willingboro. So this is a good team, and these guys are going to grow with this one.
Tough miss there by the Greyhounds, but you know what? Adversity's part of the game. You got to be able to fight through, get back up, brush the dirt off, and get back out there for the next point.
Well said, TK, and boys still fighting for every possession. Currently down in this one, 54-27. So pending any unusual circumstance, looks like Holy Cross is going to come away with a big win, but good steal there by the Hounds, playing highly aggressive on defense. Looks like we're going to get a whistle there. We'll see where the referees rule. And it looks like it's going to go back to the Hounds. So they're going to get possession. Oh, no, my apologies. Looks like it's going to be the Crusaders. Going to get possession here, up by 27 in this one. A couple of quick subs, it looks like. Some fresh legs into the game. Looks like we have a little conferring here with the ref and Coach Bullock of the Crusaders. And we'll see what is going to be done here. And so Holy Cross is going to get possession. So they have plenty of time on the clock here. Little handoff move, great jump shot. And that's off the front of the rim. Northern fighting for the loose ball, and they've got it. And they've got numbers, and they're running up the court here. Great move. Looks like a steal or knocked out of bounds, either way. Northern's going to get possession, retain possession rather. Now last year the Hounds were led by current senior Tarun Aravan. He averaged 16 points per game. He also averaged 4 free throw attempts a game, in addition to almost 2 3-point attempts. They also got some great contributions from players like Jordan Livingston, who's now a senior, and he averaged about 9 points per game last year, in addition to 2 free throws a game. Also got great play from who was a freshman last year but currently a sophomore, Eric Torres, with 7.5 points per game, and current senior Kenny Uligy, who averaged 9 points per game and 1 3-pointer. So they've got some sharpshooters on the team here, TK, and hopefully they can keep this one a little more competitive. But nevertheless, as I stated, they've got some big games coming up.
Oh! Wow! Huh. How about that?
Great dribble drive, penetration. Very athletic play there by the Hounds. Didn't get it, but going to go to the line, trying to cut into this lead here in the fourth. And as I stated, Jordan Livingston had a very successful season last year. It's going to go to the line here to shoot 2 and try to pull Northern closer to the Holy Cross lead.
And there we go.
So, drains the first one, and the crowd likes that. Here by the response, going to go here now, try to shoot a second one. And we can see what he can do here. And he's going to drain that one.
Oh, you love to see it.
So, Crusaders with the inbound. 2 free throws there for the Hounds. As you stated, TK, love to see it. And Holy Cross certainly in the driver's seat, but Northern still playing aggressively on defense. Big 3-point attempt. Off the mark. Great rebound. Fighting off a defender. Not sure if that's going to be a loose ball or a jump ball or a foul. Well, it looks like Northern's going to get possession, and they're going to inbound it here as this fourth quarter is winding down. So, 4.5 minutes to play. And again, for those tuning in, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I'm joined by broadcasting alum and current middle school teacher, Mr. Tyler Kay. And that's a turnover. And we are here live at the farm. It is Thursday, December 19th, 2024, as the Northern Burlington Greyhounds take on the Holy Cross Crusaders in a great local matchup. Holy Cross has had Northern's number the past few years, and they look to be in cruise control here with just over 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Actually, 4 minutes and 12 seconds. This is Holy Cross's opening game, as we stated. This is Northern's second game. They came into this one 1-0, having defeated Lindenwold in their first game. And despite the loss here today, Northern still has some very, very exciting action left. And that's a big three-pointer off the rim. Another great rebound here by the Greyhounds. And they're going to walk this one up here with a chance to chip away and make some great plays and just get our boys some playing time. Looks like a foul before the shot. And Northern will inbound. As I stated previously, we are a half day away from our winter break. A couple of quick substitutions here for both teams. And it's been a really, really exciting marking period and a half here at Northern. Three-pointer off the mark. You can check out Northern TV to see our middle school and high school band and chorus concerts that were just this week and the week previous, in addition to our NHS induction, which was earlier in the month. Great drive. He's going to score and one. So Holy Cross still being aggressive despite the big-time lead. And they're going to go to the line here and try to expand on this one. So credit to the Crusaders. They came in here with a great game plan, and they've certainly executed. TK and the Greyhounds are going to kind of have to grit and bear it as they move on, with their next game, which, as I stated, is tomorrow. So, 2:45 to play in this one. Northern down, 29-57. Big three-point attempt, and he's going to drain it. So, great shot there by the Hounds. Cutting into the lead. Looks like we're going to get a quick timeout here. And we'll pick back up on the game action I want to thank you again, TK, for your contribution here today. It's been a pleasure to do this with you, buddy, as always, as this one is winding down. Also want to thank broadcasting alum, Mr. Logan Stewart, for his contribution, in addition to our crew, whom we'll thank before the game is over. Some fancy footwork there. And Holy Cross is looking for a good shot here, and Northern still playing aggressive, so credit to the Hounds. Clock is going to stop here with about 2 minutes to play, so this one is winding down here at the farm.
Wow, great play by Northern there. Oh, what a nice play.
Absolutely, bud. Great to see our boys still hustling on defense, so the coaching staff has to love the effort. So, with this one pretty much in the bag, Holy Cross is going to go to the line here and try to sink a couple free throws. We saw some good things here from the Greyhounds today, TK. Certainly their shooting got better as the game went on. We saw them hustling on defense, fighting for every loose ball, getting some steals, getting some offensive rebounds. And he's going to sink that one. But some of their shots just didn't fall. And so Holy Cross came in here. Their shots from beyond the arc went in. They hustled. And they got some great play from, again, their standout, Manny Doku, who was going to finish this game with 18 points. So credit to the Crusaders. Special thanks to our facilities for setting up for the game. 3-point attempt, off the mark again. Great putback attempt. All right, gotta love the effort there by the Hounds. And despite them being down and the clock just simply ticking away here, great play. And again, both teams fighting for every possession, every loose ball. And even if this one's out of reach for the Hounds, gotta love the effort. So I'm sure head coach Mr. Darling, assistant coaches Mr. Moss, Mr. Westerberg appreciate the boys' effort here as the clock is winding down here with under a minute to play. I want to once again thank our cheerleaders, thank our friends, family, community members for coming out. Great turnout here at the farm. And looks like a little tussle there under the basket. Holy Cross is going to inbound here. Basically a formality at this point Northern's going to inbound. My apologies. And formality at this point as Holy Cross is going to get a big win here. So congrats to the Crusaders for their hard work today. Congrats to our boys for their best effort. Again, lots of season left. Only the second game for Northern. They're going to go to the line here, shoot a couple free throws, maybe build on this experience, take what they can. He's going to sink that one. And just keep moving forward. So, best of luck on the squad moving forward. We have just under 45 seconds to play. He's going to sink both. And the clock is winding down. Holy Cross looking for a open shooter. See what they can do. And looked like a steal there from the Hounds, but it's going to be called a foul. And it looks like the Crusaders are going to go to the line to probably score the final points of this game with just a few seconds remaining. So, great job to our boys. Great job to our production team. Going to take an opportunity now to thank our entire production crew made up of our video production students who do a great job. And we are looking very much forward to continuing to produce content of interest for our community. We have a couple more varsity events on the docket here for the winter season. So I want to take an opportunity now, while the game is really winding down, to thank our crew. As this game is wrapping up, I want to thank our production crew, our other video production teacher, Mr. Chris Niedermeyer. I want to thank Adrian Horta, Cole Nealon, Shane O'Brien, Nate Hyman, Scott Marcheski, Mr. Tyler Kay, Mr. Logan Stewart, our Silks, Jaden Lopez, and Sophia Bernardo, and Leo Grisham for their help with prepping for the game. I want to thank Northern Burlington Athletics as well as Holy Cross Athletics for their contribution. I want to thank Canon, our sponsor. So despite the tough loss here, Northern has a bright future this season. So on behalf of all of us here at Northern TV, on behalf of Mr. Tyler Kay, I'm Mr. James Dowd. I am wishing everybody a happy and safe holiday. And this is Northern TV signing off.